Roy, I love this.
I'm having mixed emotions. Our relationship been up and down like roller coasters. I twist and turn in my sleep, I'm rolling over to the cold side of my bed where you used to be. I'd be lying if I said that I can't sleep. Lately the only time I see you is on IG. Shit, I don't wanna wake up and see you not here. I hate to wake up and see that love don't live here. I don't want no company if it ain't you. Can't see me with nobody else if it ain't you. I don't wanna start over with someone new. 2 a.m. I hit your line, you hit ignore. I know you staring at your phone, what you waiting for? I don't wanna fuck around and leave my feelings at the door. I don't want no company if it ain't you. I don't want no company if it ain't you. Look, this is complex, but you so worth it. I know you see my text. Receipts say that you read it, I'd rather talk to you. Text can be read out of context. You stay on my mind, I know I'm all on your conscience. Girl, pick up the phone so we can heal and move on. No, don't say tonight, I'm texting off the Patron, so I'm pouring out my truth. But you think I'm lying? Swear I don't want nobody else, but you don't buy it. I don't want no company if it ain't you. Can't see me with nobody else if it ain't you. I don't wanna start over with someone new. 2 a.m. I hit your line, you hit ignore. Yeah, I know you staring at your phone, what you waiting for? I don't wanna fuck around and leave my feelings at the door. I don't want no company if it ain't you. No. I don't want no company if it ain't you. Press the gas on these hoes, they get little in the mirror. If it ain't about a check, I go deaf, I can't hear you. I'm a man, no respect, pay it back or you gon' fear me. If you thought you was gon' play me like a bitch, you Jim Carrey. Could be playing in her feelings, but I'd rather play with millions. She let me touch her neck, cause she just started a period. She done fucked a few homies, I ain't tripping, I ain't caring. Some call it a thought, we just call it team spirit. In the kitchen cooking zippers, I done fucked up my money a few times. Lost some grams, recook it, now it's looking like a cookie. Any front, so it's stitching, gotta add a little interest to the bag on a mission. In the kitchen cooking zippers, I done fucked up my money a few times. Lost some grams, recook it, now it's looking like a cookie. Any front, so it's stitches, gotta add a little to the on a.
If it's in the streets, then let it be. On top is where I'd rather be. I know I'm destined to be, but still can't let this life get ahead of me. Shawty be on demon time, but her body looking heavenly. Got me feeling like I'm Luda, girl. What's your fit? Wash yours and scrape it out the pot and tell them never leak the recipe. So bang, we need it on top and we gon' kill them with that dun-dun-dun. You used to hold it down, now you ripping and running through the streets. I used to feel so live with you, now you looking dead to me. If we need a cinematic, then we hit up Dion Lee. I need a piece of the apple every time I'm down at NYC. Shawty rip the apple or the ass all on Georgia Peachy. Girl, I'm Rick James and I'm looking for a super. Do my money dance, then I'm back to what no company. You can search high and low, yeah, promise only one of me. In the kitchen jigging, you're just whipping up that.
In the kitchen cooking zippers, I done fucked up my money a few times. Lost some grams, recook it, now it's looking like a cookie. Any front, so it's stitching, gotta add a little interest to the bag on a mission. in the kitchen cooking separate. I done fucked up my money a few times. Lost some grams, recook it. Now it's looking like a cookie. Any fresh soy stitches, gotta add a little to the on a.
Man, y'all, here we are here for another one, episode 51 of Let's Get Activated podcast. You got me, your girl, Samantha Lavelle, and you got DRAE Singleton up in the building tonight. What are you doing?
What up? What up? What up?
Man, I'm all sweating because I'm all like on the bottom of the stage. I was just getting it in.
Hell yeah.
I mean, man, you got the fire emojis going and everything. That was so dope.
Yeah, appreciate it. And I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in.
For real, you know, and we got to really show your versatility because we had No Company, which is like an R&B kind of vibe. And then, you know, then we had this On a Mission where we kind of, you know, picking it up. Like, you got to break down both of those for us. They were both dope.
No Company was more of a song that I made because I felt like it could be sung. Women could sing it, you know, if I wanted to reverse the, you know what I'm saying, the actual vocalist. It was something that I was writing more for like pitching purposes. Wasn't something that I was really, you know, really feeling at the time because it was just, you know, I kind of write out of, I'm a writer, so I write what I feel like people would like to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that was dope. Did that in the cabins with my peoples and everything. Directed it myself as well.
Wow.
Then we went to New York and did that was On a Mission. That was crazy because we recorded the song that day. The next day we actually recorded the video, the visual. And the crazy part about that is I got scammed by a producer that I actually leased the beat from, and then turn around just last week I ended up getting a call from the actual person that bought the exclusive rights because I was pushing out to so many people, and it got back to him that I had a song. So dude is about to transfer the rights over to me because he feel like I got a good song and a good push and good momentum going on right now. So things been good. It's been working out, blessed off of that song, you know. So it's been fire.
It is. It is a good push. I mean, like I said, the song is a vibe, and that was your first time in New York, right?
My very first time in New York. The energy and the lights and the momentum and the inspiration that you get from NY is crazy. It's love. Like I rock with it. I rock with New York tough. You know what I mean? It's not somewhere I want to live, but somewhere that I would always want to go back to and visit and continue to keep going there.
That was a dope energy, and the video itself, man. I mean, were you like in charge of kind of, you know, just the premise of the video? And I mean, it was
actually
dope.
that was a team effort. That was a team effort between my brother Rue and my brother Dion. So Rue had gave us the idea. You seen Baby Keem's and Kendrick Lamar's video. They got the like different pans, the little pictures popping up and stuff like that. So we borrowed that idea and used that. For the most part, we was just really going around. We had a plan of how we was gonna do everything, but it didn't turn out like that. So we just went around and got the shooting, and it just went with it. You feel me? I seen a food truck, asked dude like, let me hop on there real quick. Let me get that. He was more than happy to let me use his food truck. You know, then we went to Chinatown, did that in Chinatown and got in somebody's kitchen in Chinatown and got the cooking in there. So that was crazy. That was crazy too, just to know that we was able to do that. You know, be able to pull up in somebody's food truck, shoot a video, and then go to somebody's kitchen and shoot a video, and go through the tunnels in the New York tunnels, you know what I'm saying, and shoot some parts in there. We almost got pulled over shooting in the tunnel though, because we was hanging out the window. that was fire. Nah, it was fire though. We should have kept shooting. I don't know why we didn't keep shooting. We was, you know, on that mentality like, oh, we about to go to jail because, you know what I mean. it was crazy though. We should have kept shooting. The lights was right behind us. Like that would have made it look way even more cinematic. And I was actually shooting that part. I was hanging out my own window, shooting my brother hanging on top of the truck. Like, you feel me? So I put some camera work in too.
Okay, so
yeah, yeah, I did that.
I can see how that was definitely a team effort.
Yeah, that was a team effort, man. All of us had something to do with that, and you know, I couldn't do it. I couldn't have did that by myself. So, you know, I'm grateful for my brothers for real.
Right. That's dope. And then, you know, I was saying like the versatility. See, I first actually met you in the birdhouse. You were just quietly chilling in there, and all of a sudden they start playing a track. I'm like, oh, wait a minute now. Okay, let me get them on this show.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And you got a lot of birdhouse people in the building too, by the way, watching. But
oh yeah, shout out to Birdhouse, man. They show a lot of love, man. I greatly appreciate everybody from the Birdhouse. You know what I mean? They definitely show love when I'm there and when I'm not there. So, you know, I noticed that I've had people call me and, you know, text me like, hey man, they playing your songs in the Birdhouse, and I wasn't even in the room. So I greatly appreciate the support, and you know, you guys continuing to play my stuff even though I'm not around.
oh yeah, that's what it's all about, you know, sharing the work. And like for you, like how did you get your start? Like growing up, like what got you to decide to become an artist?
Well, being an artist, we always used to, like, my dad and uncles and them used to freestyle a lot in the cars and stuff on the way to just stores and stuff like that. So we would do that. You know, I'd come up with the same little words or whatever. And they was like, oh, okay, you was rocking. So I decided to try to take it serious after I got out of prison. And, you know, I was singing behind the walls and stuff like that, banging on doors and stuff. And people was like, man, you should really take it serious. So, you know, I got out, tried to do that. And my first couple tracks that I made when I first got out was garbage, like super trash. Like it made me like, I didn't want to do it no more. I was like, yeah, I'm cool. But it was because I met an engineer that didn't know how to mix. And, you know, I didn't know the recording process very well. You know, I always had like a decent voice and could always write, but I just didn't know the recording process. Like actually performing in front of somebody live is completely different than recording in an actual studio in front of a microphone, and knowing how to make sure that your voice is being projected or not as loud as it need to be playing with the microphone. So story goes on. I quit. I'm like, man, I'm done with music. I ain't doing that for about like 2 years. That was 2012. For 2 years, I was just like, I'm gonna get a job, get a warehouse job. I became a supervisor. Like I'm gonna take over the company. I'm gonna be a supervisor and shit like that. Then I ran into one of my brothers, Borden. He locked up right now, and he ain't introduced me. He had me go and meet my younger peoples that I used to kick it with when I was younger. He was like, man, they doing their thing for real, bro. You might want to link up with them. And we made a song called Money Dance in 2014. And we end up being in front of 20,000 people off of that song.
Wow.
We end up basically, my first song that I ever took serious, we got booked to be on a Power Fest for 107.5 in Columbus, Ohio. It's like a big festival, just concert. Like I said, 20,000 people was the first time I ever performed in front of a whole bunch of people like that. So that happened in 2014, and then it's just been grind from there. I thought I was on. You know, I thought I was about to make. I quit my job. I thought I was about to make it. I walked off my job with little mixtape CD, my first mixtape to see. I walked off my job like, man, I'm about to go be rich. I'm about to go make it. My ass back working. I thought I was about to make it. Boy, I tell you. I thought it was over, but you know, it's been a long grind. I've been grinding, and I love everything about it right now. You know what I mean? It definitely gets rough at times. I used to focus on the non-support, and, you know, used to bug out about why people wasn't supporting me and why they wasn't, you know what I'm saying, rocking with me all like that. And then I turned that into focusing on the people that do support me, you know, like the Birdhouse and, you know, yourself. So, you know, I started focusing on the people that was throwing comments up underneath my posts and you know what I'm saying, not bugging out on who ain't, even though they just watching.
Right. Right. I mean, it's always good, getting your tribe together, getting the supporters, getting the positive people around you, because then the non-supporters are going to see that you have so many people that have your back. So they ain't going to have no choice but to tap in whether they want to or not. It's just how it is.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely. I watched it. I
Hmm.
watched the people that wasn't really rocking with me, and switch sides and wanna jump in now. You know what I mean? So I've watched it. I pay attention to those people. I ain't gonna. Hopefully, so it goes so big and gets so big that I can't even pay. I can't remember who didn't fuck with me.
Right. Right. Nope, you don't focus on that. You just keep pushing. That's
Yeah, man.
that's what you got to do, regardless of who's feeling you or not. Because there's always going to be somebody going to like you, somebody not going to like you. But you be yourself, you do your thing, you're going to be good to go.
Most definitely.
Yeah, that's how it is. And then so you're in Ohio. So how is like the music scene over there in Ohio?
It's decent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ohio's overlooked. Cleveland and
Yes.
Cincinnati bust like on the music side. Toledo, Cleveland, Cincinnati, they really be they got their thing going where people are actually coming up out of there and making it in the industry. We just recently had a few artists that came out of Columbus. Big ups to those guys and those ladies. We got a lot of like a lot of writers in Columbus too. I noticed, what I mean, just being in this world. I didn't notice how many writers we had that was a part of big songs like Kehlani and Lloyd. A lot of writers. What I mean, is ducked off here in Ohio and Columbus in general in my city. So we got a lot of people that's got names on plaques, on platinum plaques. What I mean, from here. So we just, I ain't gonna say we next up. What I mean, we gonna continue doing what we doing. And our time will come when it come. And
Right.
we'll the music scene is crazy though. We gotta, COVID kind of messed a lot of things up. But we still moving around.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's about. I mean, plus, Ohio. I mean, we do know Bone Thugs and Harmony, obviously.
Yeah,
Ohio, and then
yeah.
we know that. But I love to have like independent artists, songwriters and producers, out there just doing their thing, representing. I
Right.
love that.
Well, when you say, what I'm saying, that's crazy because I kind of it'd be like it kind of crushes my heart because when the people do bring up Ohio, that's all they can really
Yeah.
like.
Right. 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 Right.
Like what I'm saying, they be like
Right.
both thugs so Harvey, and they draw a fucking blank. Like what I'm saying, it's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
it's people that came up out of here, whether what I mean, and
Yep.
that's people that got signed and didn't make as much noise as those other mainstream artists. Like I don't even know because I ain't no big fan of nobody. Like
Right.
what I mean. Like that's just me. I'm not like Michael Jackson could walk in the room and I'll be like, "What's up, bro?" Like what I
Mm-hmm.
mean. Like my
Right.
dude. But it's people that Michael Jackson walk in the room, they
Mm-hmm.
fainting. What I mean.
Right.
So
Right.
what I mean. Like
Right.
I'm just the type of person that ain't too big of a fan. I might forget your name the next day. What I mean. Not that I forgot the experience, but that's just me.
Right. Well, this is why I do this show. You're here, you're representing Ohio. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's,
Yeah.
it ain't got to be no mainstream. This is about,
The
doing your
independent, the
time.
grind. Yeah,
Exactly.
the grind.
Exactly. It is a grind because, you're not only an artist, but you're doing songwriting, you also do production. So you got some multi-talents going on.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Thank you.
No problem. How did you get into like the producer side of it?
I used to. All right, so I would be freestyling and stuff like that to certain producers while I would help them actually build a beat. So I first figured that out probably like 2016, where I was sitting down with a producer by the name of Renard Bang Theory,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sitting down with him, and he's making a beat. We made like 10 beats that day just off of just going through it, and I'm freestyling everything, but it's kind of helping him pick what instruments to use and being able to switch up my cadence is much, what I'm saying, from rapping to singing or just talking or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of going through the vibe of what I feel at the moment. So come to now, I'll be chilling with my bro Dion. And Dion, like I said, shot on a mission. He's
Mm-hmm.
like crazy, bro's like crazy. You think I'm multi-talented? This brother crazy. So he picked up the camera, but at the same time, like I said, he producing, and he'll be plucking the strings, and I'll grab the guitar, and then I'll start plucking the strings. He like, bro, you might as well produce. So I went and bought me a keyboard. You know, I'm a little station over there.
Hey.
But I went and bought me a little keyboard and you know, little monitors and stuff like that, and got the plucking around. So I found that it's not as hard as it seems. It's just like mixing and mastering. That's the only hard part about really making a beat in production. So we there now, you know, getting a little better at it. And then I produce something, and then I send it off to my brother to clean it up. You know what I mean? I always thought that when producing, you had to make it, you know, it had to come out like perfect, or it had to come out great. Really, production is creating. It's not just it being the best that it can possibly be just coming from you. You can produce a whole track without touching the piano, period. You know, people like Diddy do it, Kevin Webb do it. Ross does it, you know what I mean? Those people, they go in a room and they just direct people.
Right.
Strings, I needed to sound like this. Piano, I needed to sound like this. Drums, I needed to sound like this. They ain't touching nothing. They just going in there and pointing. You. James Brown used to do it. You feel me?
Right.
So that's part of being a producer as well. It ain't just about making. There's beat makers and then there's producers.
Right.
There's artists and there's songwriters. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just, I'm glad I've been able to touch all the sides and be successful, you know what I mean? Making a great sound, being successful at making a great sound.
Right. It is. It is. And then, like you said, great segue into the songwriting as well. Is there like a certain mood that you have to be in to write a song, or does it just randomly hit you?
It can randomly hit me. It can happen anytime. I used to like be a little dependent on alcohol and weed, you know what I mean? But I kind of got into a phase where I kind of charged or whatever, and it was because I had weed, and I was like really disgusted at weed at the time. So I stopped smoking weed, and then I just gradually like slowed down on alcohol and noticed that I was making crazy songs like that. And I was like, okay, I don't gotta depend on that. You know what I mean? Like, so once I found that, now I can just go in and make a song. I can just go and make a song off a click track. You know what I mean? One thing that has helped me as being in Clubhouse, you know, understanding how just talking to different writers and stuff like that is, and they giving advice. You can make a song basically off of anything. I used to be able to just beat on my chest and make a song. So that's almost the same as making a click track. But nowadays you got to be a little wittier with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that creativity. You gotta the cadence has to be there. And you just got to be clever when you're making a song nowadays. A lot of people just making dumbass songs and just saying whatever, you know, and it's not clever at all. So it's not intriguing to people. It's not intriguing to mind. So, you know, I just, writing nowadays, it could be easy certain days, and then it could be rough on certain days if you by yourself and ain't got no. People are very important too in songwriting, like other people. You know what I mean? Like making a great song that can come from one person, that's cool, but I think the greatest songs come from a group of people.
That's true. That's true.
Know?
That's true. So you kind of like write, and then you get like a lot of insights from people close to you, like let them kind of read the material.
Well, it could be here, or there. It could happen like that, or it's like I made no company by myself. You know what I mean? I made on a mission in a room with like 4 people. You know what I mean? 2 people didn't have anything to do with any words, but 2 people did. You know what I mean? And just the vibe in general, like they like, bro, that's hard. Just, you know what I'm saying? Hearing that, like, bro, you snapping. Like, that is like, for just to hear that, like, make you go, oh yeah, I'm about to tear this hook up. Like, it just help you. Like, you know what I'm saying? People need people. You know, as much as sometimes I'm antisocial, you know what I mean? Like I don't be wanting to be bothered with people sometimes.
Right.
It's just knowing that you need them. Like you really need people, man. You really need others around you to help. And well, I do personally. I don't know about anybody else, but I be needing people, man.
Yeah. It's about that engagement too. So see,
Yeah.
Clubhouse makes it a little easier because you're not like right next to the people, but you know you're still hearing them and talking with them. So
Yeah.
that helps too.
I went to New York based off of Clubhouse. I
Dope.
didn't go to. I was planning on going to New York a lot of times. A person heard by the name of Tahoe, my dude Tahoe. He heard No Company in the Room one time. And he said he had heard it like 3 times, but he had never seen me in the room. So he like, once he did, he was like, man, hey, like, bro, that song is crazy. Like, I want you to come to New York. And he was like, when you come to New York, you know what I'm saying? I want to sit you down with some people. And I went to New York really just to go politic with A&Rs and stuff like that. And, you know, Tahoe, he like, man, I want to manage you, this, that, and the third. And, you know, like I said, I just went there. I went there based off of Clubhouse. I didn't go there because I was like, oh, I'm gonna just pick up and go. I went because I met somebody in Clubhouse and they was like, man, come down and we're gonna put you in front of some people. And I'm like, that's a bet. Like I fuck with Clubhouse. And I was talking shit about Clubhouse too when it first came out. Woo! I was flaming them. I'm like, I don't need another motherfucking social media app and another app to talk to people and that shit garbage, bro. They just boosting it up right now like they do every other app. And then one time I got on there and I really seen who I was in a room with. I seen I was in a room with some jokers, and then I seen I was in a room with some playmakers. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen that. I seen the little people. I've seen this beforehand too. I've seen the little people on Instagram that seem little.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They seem like they little people, but they not little people. They be giants in the room. You know what I mean? Like, you know, with a little following because they life is not as interesting as, you know, the say quote unquote artists or whatever. Like that's how I feel about myself. Like I don't want to post every day on social media. So I was really looking down on Clubhouse because I'm like, damn, I'm gonna end up spending my time on there to try to get fans. But I got a lot of interaction, a lot of fans, and a lot of engagements off of Clubhouse. You know, just a big up Clubhouse for real. Like I said, I was definitely talking shit about Clubhouse, boy. I tell you, I was shitting on Clubhouse.
I think a lot of us were, because a lot of us were like, oh my God, we already got all the social media, you know. And then I was trying to get people on, and they were like, I don't want to mess with that. But then I said, just come in the rooms with me, just join me. They'd be like, oh, you wasn't lying. I'm like, no. I think part of it depends on what room you go into. And what people you start to follow and engage with too.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely I can't see your screen for some odd reason on my end, but it's on my YouTube. But
I'm
it's
here.
all good.
I see you clear.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but
can you hear me?
It's just I can hear you. I can hear you just quite clear. I can see you on my YouTube on my other phone. Like you here. Like,
okay, yeah, I'm here. Hey,
but I can't see. I can't see it on mine, but it's all good. But yeah, it's just Clubhouse was definitely it was I'm glad I became a part of it and actually jumped in on Clubhouse. You know what I mean? I'm quite happy about it.
I'm happy about it too. A lot of connections. I met a lot of great people on here and got a lot of great people on the show just on the strength of Clubhouse. So it's definitely, we met on Clubhouse. So it just is what it is.
Yeah. I was going to say, and with that being said too, just being in Clubhouse and being around those people and certain people hearing my song before they actually see me. Like, you know, it do be some important people in those rooms, and it do be some people that can make those plays for you. But at the same time, like, I feel like a lot of people know my name and know of me just because they heard of me in Clubhouse. You know what I mean? So when I do see them face to face, I would like to be one of those artists that was like, you know, I was heard in Clubhouse and blew after that. You know what I'm saying? People started really rocking with me due to Clubhouse because I was talking shit about them. So, you know, that'll be their story to, like, you know what I'm saying, really push they push their app or whatever the case may be. Like even Birdhouse, you know what I'm saying? I would like for that to be something that, you know, I was in Birdhouse and, you know, they plugged me with these people here and plugged me with these people here. And that's why I'm here today. That's why I'm able to have these conversations with you. So that's basically what we're doing now.
Yeah, that's what we're doing now.
Look, Birdhouse. Okay, Birdhouse already plugging they show.
You know, we got Activated, we got Certified Nation Entertainment, you know, my company that I'm with. So it's like, you know, just it's a lot of independent, you know, movements going on. Like I even have like Nazim in the building who does Iron Throne Radio. So I wouldn't be surprised. You probably end up being on her show too. So
yeah, I politicked with her. We were supposed to set up a date and everything like that. I was gonna come to New York again, but it's just so much stuff going on right now. Plus, my first time going to New York. Oh my God, I still got them damn things on my refrigerator, man. The toes and shit, boy. They whoop my ass, boy. I tell you, if they ain't smack my wallet, man, I'm talking about at least for 7 days, like at least like a good $400.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like, boy, living in New York ain't about to be.
It ain't. Yep.
No. Fuck no. That's crazy.
Man.
I still got them on my refrigerator right now. I got about like 3 more left to pay.
Good Lord. Yeah, they get you. And it ain't fun now. They mail it, you know.
Yes. License plate and all. It was you.
Yes.
It was you.
Yes.
Yeah, you gonna pay for this. And then I went to Connecticut after I went to New York. They got me too. Man. They got me good. Yeah.
They get you. It's that grind. Like I took 2 cross-country trips this summer. So imagine in my mail what kind of toll bills I got.
I'm just to the point now where I'm looking at it like, you know, next time it's certain places where I'm just thinking like travel wise, like I'm not driving. You know what I mean? Even though New York is what, like 9 hours from me. Like I can do that. That's no problem. I can drive to Atlanta too. That's about the same time and get to Atlanta. But I'd rather drive to Atlanta and move around in Atlanta in my own vehicle than to go to New York and move around in my own vehicle. I might as well just fly down there and just Uber every goddamn where, or just have somebody come pick me up. You know what I mean? Like next time I go to New York, it's 9 times out of 10. I don't think I'm driving my shit. I take something else. I'm cool.
Especially good luck on the parking, man. Because
I mean, I was cool. I'm driving a Tahoe, so
right.
I was cool though. Like I found my way around and found parking and stuff like that. It's expensive, but you know, I definitely found my way. Even in Chinatown, I parked my big ass truck at Chinatown, right on their sidewalk.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I parked that motherfucker right on that shit. I parked in Chinatown with that big ass truck too. I tried to put it in one of them elevator ones. They was like, buddy, that's too big. You're not finna get it. You're not finna put that in here. I tried, you know, the ones that ship your car up to the. Yeah, they was like, nah, buddy, keep that shit on the ground.
Dang.
Yeah, keep that shit on the ground.
Man. So that was an experience. You had a whole lot of funny experiences then.
I fuck with New York, man. It was it's just different. You know what I'm saying? The people is cool. They talk shit a lot. But you know what I mean? Like I'm a shit talker too. So, you know, the talking shit is cool. I think the funniest people come from New York, honestly. Like I think the most hilarious people come from New York, man. They got the sayings, the quotes, and the attitude with the niggas be extra. Like New York is crazy though. New York is fun. New York don't be sleeping. You know what I mean? Like I'm in Ohio. Like shit shut down at 10 o'clock. 11, the latest. New York is up. If I'm hungry, I'm gonna go get something to eat, and it might be some good Jamaican food or something like that. You feel me? Like on the late night side, they shut shit down early over here. That's one thing I don't like about, you know what I'm saying, where I'm from. You know, it's cool to raise a family, and it's cool even if you want on your entrepreneur shit, like, you know what I'm saying, build business and stuff like that. We one of the fastest growing cities right now, number 1 on that. and that's in fashion, in business, and marketing and advertising and corporate business as well. So we like one of the fastest growing cities right now, and with people as well.
Wow.
But like we still got a lot of growing to do. We still don't got a subway system. We don't got, you know what I mean? Like we don't got no trains or none of that shit like that. And we got a lot of people here, you know what I mean?
Oh, so y'all actually need that then. They need to get on it.
What needed crazy, because
You know?
we got a lot of people. I mean, like I said, we got a lot of people here. So, man, if you look up Columbus, Ohio, like that is a growing. It's just a family. It's more for raising family. You know what I mean? Like I believe this is more for raising family. Like I need to live somewhere like not New York, but I need to live somewhere like LA or Texas or somewhere where it's warm all the motherfucking time, and there's constant opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, spread my wings as an artist and as an entrepreneur and as an independent, you know, as an independent artist, an independent creator. So I just need to be warm all the time. You know, when it get cold, motherfuckers don't want to come outside.
Right.
You know, when they don't want to come to no show. Like they trying to dress up to go outside in the cold to possibly get into an accident because it's snowing and people can't drive. You know what I mean? That's one thing about New York too, boy. I tell you. Oh, that is the city of honking horns.
Yes.
Like I mean, you can't drive down the street without hearing a motherfucker honk that horn. They going, I'm like, damn. Every time it be they fault. Like, boy, New York is funny. New York is hilarious, man. I love New York, and oh my god, they are fucking fried, man.
And the drivers, my god,
they cooked. They are cooked.
Yes. I'm just laughing because I'm about to be there next weekend.
Oh
so I'm just laughing.
Watch, it ain't the city of lights; it's the city of honking horns.
Yep.
Watch, you gonna remember that when you get there. You gonna be like, damn, he right. Them motherfucking horns stay honking around this motherfucker. Like,
oh, I already know. I've been there several times, so I know how it is. But I'm just laughing because I'm gonna be now when I hear a honking horn, I'm gonna be thinking about this conversation.
Right.
I'll be like, DRAE talking about honking horns. Here we go. Oh my god, that's too funny. That's so funny. Man, but what is it like? I know you were saying, like, I like how you were talking about like being independent. Is that something that you want to stay independent?
I'm not opposed to going major. Independent, the independent route it's been a long grind. Like I said, I've been doing this for almost 10 years, seriously, and I have yet to see a profit margin. You know what I mean? So, I figured it like this. I would love to stay independent, you know, and make the millions that come directly to me. But I'm not opposed to actually making, you know what I'm saying, negotiations, just not the wrong negotiations where I sell my masters to some motherfucker for 70 years or some shit like that. So I'm not opposed to it, you know, but with me being the type of person that I am, I feel like being independent is probably gonna stay that way just because a label just know they not gonna be able to fuck me around on paperwork, you know what I mean? And like I said, I went to New York to have those conversations just recently while I went to shoot that video. That's probably why that energy was there, because I'm like, I think I'm finna get on today, buddy. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like I went to have those conversations and I spoke with Kevin Webb, and you know what I'm saying? He was let me know, like, you know, you got the songs is there. You need the marketing. You need this, that, and the third. And what the labels is gonna ask from you, you know what I mean? You might want to stay independent. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I had that conversation with him, and he wasn't like somebody that was trying to get his funky off on me and be like, yeah, bro, we can sign you right now and do this, that, and the third, you know, but they trying to offer little numbers, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about 6-figure numbers, and them 6-figure numbers ain't about to do for me. I got 4 babies. You know what I mean? I could spend them little 6 figures in like a week. Yeah. You know what I mean? I can literally spend it in a day if I want to. But you know, it's not if a label came to me, they definitely they wouldn't have my master. They probably have my master's for like a total of 5 years at the most. You know what I mean? Then we can negotiate that after the 5 years. And you know, we can start doing things like that. But that advancement definitely gonna have to be crazy. Like like I said, I don't think they're gonna go. They're gonna look at me like, nah, we not gonna give you that much money, man. Because I'm asking for the star and I'm asking for the moon, man. I'm asking for the stars and the moon. You know,
but
you trying to.
But I'm glad you say that. Like, people got to hear stuff like this, because some people be so hungry they don't do their homework and then they just jump into something. And you have, you know, some labels that try to take advantage of artists. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I don't like.
I mean, you know, it's part of the business. I look at it like any business. You know what I mean? If you allow what you allow to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we all got to take responsibility. And, you know, somebody could have got me early in the game. You feel me? Somebody could have got me early. Like, now that I've been through so much and seen so much and heard these stories, and I'm actually meeting people that were in bad record deals. Like, I just had my little people's Bug, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, little Bug. But she signed a deal that she really wasn't happy about. You know what I mean? And it's because people see getting out of their situation and doing music, you know what I mean? And not to say that that's a bad deal for everybody. That could be a perfect deal, you know, to a person that ain't got shit. By all means, you know what I'm saying? If that's what, hey, bro, if that's what floats your boat and that's what suits you, like, you might want to sign that deal. You ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? They give you $250,000 or $500,000 to sign the deal. You might want to take it because you ain't got nothing in your pockets. You know what I'm saying? That's an opportunity to better yourself. And if you ain't got no kids, like $250,000-$500,000 is a lot of money to a person that ain't got no kids. And you know, that's young, 17, 18, 19 years old. That's a lot of money to them. I can't do nothing with that. And have to pay it back. I can't do nothing with that. You know what I mean? Like, I got too much going on, but being an independent artist, you know, just knowing that everything's gonna come back to you like it's supposed to come back to you in a lump sum, and not like 19% or 20% from a dollar. You know, who is that just got that they was just publicizing that got basically robbed? Was it Summer Walker? I think it was. He was either Summer Walker or SZA. It wasn't SZA. It was Summer Walker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just the deal that she signed. I think she was supposed to get like 13 cents from somewhere around under 15 cents per dollar. Like, bro, that's ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? Right. But, you know, like I said, in certain, who knows her situation at that time? Right. You know what I mean? Right. Once that deal is over with, you know, hopefully you wasn't giving them your best. And usually that's how it goes. They be giving them their best. They be worn out by the time they break free and can't make another banger for nothing. They was able to make a banger by themselves, but Summer Walker is very talented. I believe she gonna, you know what I mean, be able to still do it because she's a producer as well, not just a artist. Right. You know what I mean? Like, artists will be in trouble. You know, right. She got these other things that she can fall back on, so I think she's gonna be good. Hell yeah, she got a pen. She got a nice pen. She got that guitar. She definitely know how to play that guitar. You know what I mean? And then, you know, it's not all about just focusing on yourself. You know, things don't hit skyrocket for me. I got little youngins up underneath me that, you know what I mean, like, really like this shit. So it won't be the last for me. You know what I mean? I'll be shining some way or through somebody. Right. Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. You grinded. You be grinding. I've been seeing your socials. You are grinding, you know? For sure. Yeah, you definitely caught that. And it's almost like you're just like saying, hey, I'm going to go ahead, post this video. You see me doing my thing. Here we go. You know, It is what it is. It get 100 likes. It get 10,000 likes. Either way it goes. Somebody gonna put their eyes on it And that's one thing too that I learned to kind of steer away from was how many people was paying attention. You know what I'm saying? I used to be focused on that and just know that, you know, any artist paying attention and listening, like, you're not about to do them same numbers that the major artists is doing because they doing different shit to get those numbers.
Right.
You know what I mean? So just focus on, like I said, focus on the ones that's showing love versus focusing on the ones that ain't.
That's dope advice. That's dope advice right there to give. Because there's a lot of people, they you know, they look at the numbers and then they get real stressed out over you know, numbers.
I've done it. I've done it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be in competition with these. You can't be in competition with a multi-million-dollar company. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Multi-billion-dollar industry. Like, you can't. There's no. You're not competing. Making them little making that little five-digit salary or annual that you're making. You ain't competing with them, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they sign people. That's why they you know, put those people in those type of positions. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool to be independent. You know, it's definitely, we definitely finding a wave and people opening the doors and letting it be known, you know, that it's very possible for us to stay independent without selling everything that you got. You know what I mean? I don't really like to say sell your soul. I had a song called, you know what I'm saying, sell your soul, but I really don't like to say that because I feel like, you know, regardless if you're doing music or not, you're selling your soul, you're selling a piece of yourself. Every time you put out some music, like, you know, when I put out something that's personal or intimate, you know what I mean? Like, I put it out there for it to be bought.
Right.
Selling my soul, I'm selling a piece of my soul one way or the other. You know what I mean? It's just what you sell your soul for.
Right. Yeah, you brought up that's a good point. No one's ever put it in that perspective. So that's a dope perspective that you put it in. That's true.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just knowing that if you're doing this music and you really putting your life on this, like, I put my life on songs. Not every song gets every bit of my life, but you know what I'm saying? I do have songs that are personal that people will tap into, that, and those people around me know that it's real and know that it is personal. They'll check into my life and they'll understand that that's real. But at the same time, like I said, even you know, like the song that I have that's better than me, for my kids, for my sons.
Yeah.
You know, that's me selling my soul. You know what I'm saying? I literally, I want people to buy that. I want them, you know what I mean? I want them to pay for that. They buying a piece of my soul. They buying a piece of me. You know what I mean? So we just gotta, like I said, you just gotta understand what you're selling it for. You know what I mean? It ain't bad to sell your soul. Just sell it for the right price and sell it for the right thing.
That's true. That's a fact. Man, and you know, that better than me that you brought up, you know, definitely when we end this episode, we definitely gonna be ending with that, man, because I was watching that one today. And I felt that one, you know.
Yeah. And that's fine. Thank you. My dad was feeling it too, though. I had pulled my dad pulled tears out his eyes with that.
Aww.
You know what I mean? In the middle of the shoot, he had to it was funny because I was having a conversation with him, and I can't remember. I was having a conversation with him, my cousin, at the same time while we talking. And I don't know, I was just talking about the song and talking about, you know, why I did it or whatnot, whatever the case was. And he like, man, excuse me, man, I gotta go around here. And he just walked off. I gotta go. I gotta go over here. And I'm like, man, let me go check on my boy and see what's going on with my pop, man. So he was back there behind the bleachers, like, man, he's like, man, you doing good, man. You just, you know, you really doing great in this process. Because my dad is one of my biggest supporters. My stepfather, this is my stepfather. My dad is one of my biggest supporters. But he's also one of the people that really didn't believe I was going to do as well as I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had asked me one day, like, man, how long are you going to do this, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, so I make it. You know what I mean? I'm going to make it. You know what I'm saying? So he like, you know, he just didn't see, you know what I mean? My I don't come from a family that's a musical family that's in the industry. I don't have those people. I don't have cousins. I don't have uncles. I don't have, you know, those people that are like that made it. So for it's a lot of people in my family that see me doing this, like, oh yeah, you just about to be another nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shoulda, coulda, woulda type nigga. You know what I mean? And not to say that's what my dad was thinking, but you know, just having those conversations with him, I already knew, like, you know what I mean? They like, yeah, how long? That question, like, man, how long you gonna do this? That alone just let me know, you know what I'm saying? That's my supporter, that's my guy, but he don't think it's gonna go. He don't think it's gonna go as far as it, but I've been showing him these last 3 years. These last 3 to 4 years been really, he like, man, I don't know why, but yeah, you're gonna make it. It's all coming. It's coming around there. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that like I said, that even that right there, just that little snippet, boy, I caught that phone, boy. Thought it was for the
Good
boy.
retrieval. Good retrieval.
Watch that Spider-Man, boy. You know what I'm saying? You got those Spidey scenes, but nah, yeah, my dad, that's like I said, that's one of my biggest supporters, man. But everything that I put out, you know what I'm saying, try to make as many shows as he could possibly make. But like I said, I think it was one day I was telling him something that Jay-Z was spitting on his tracks and stuff like that. But I was telling him before Jay-Z had even put the songs out.
Right.
And I was just telling him about being independent, you know, just how the game works, you know what I mean? He came back to me one day like, man, I was listening to Jay-Z and he said some shit that you said, it was saying a minute ago. And I'm like, I told you.
Right.
I ain't just out here, you know what I mean? I'm one of your good babies. I'm one of your, you know what I'm saying, the ones that got sense, man. Like, you know, I made a couple fumbles, this, that, and the third, but I'm kind of the one that I kind of tap in different. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like I just ain't doing this because it's the thing to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not doing this music because it's the thing to do. I'm doing this music because it's in me. You know what I mean? I tried to walk away from this shit before.
But you can't.
I tried to walk away from it before. I tried to, like, man, fuck music, this, that, and the third. It's something that, and if I try to walk away from it again, I just feel like it's gonna be something that's just gonna pull me back to it. So I'm just like, I'm tied into it regardless if I make it to the big leagues or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something I love to do. It's something I love. This is something I love.
That's got to feel good. Do what you love. That's what I always say, because life is short.
Yeah. Gotta say that. And it give me an extra push too, man, when I go into my job. You know what I mean? I go in there like, man, I gotta make it, man. I can't keep coming in this motherfucker, man.
Right.
Risking my life being expendable and all that. Like, I just can't keep coming in here, and I gotta this that just helped me. It just pushed me. You know what I mean? And for real, I was laid off for like 2 years just due to COVID, like all together almost 2.
Right.
But like, just knowing, like, not going to work was like almost like, I'm living now, I'm cool, like, you know what I'm saying? But nah, going to work actually was like, nah, you got something to work to get yourself up out of. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm going to work, I'm like, man, I ain't about to keep coming in this motherfucker to be told what to do every day.
Right.
Or be asked and they want it, they expect it to be done. You know what I mean? Versus making the millions for myself.
And being happy with it, having that peace of mind, you know.
Yeah, most definitely. Discipline plays a big part too. I that's something I definitely got to work on as an artist. You know what I mean? It's just having more discipline when I'm not working. You know what I'm saying? Just being more disciplined on myself. It's a lot of things that I could have did over the 2 years. I know I could have took bigger steps and better steps. You know what I mean? Having that much time off.
Right. But it's okay. It's all learning lessons, and you realize that, and you know, it ain't too late. You're doing it, so you know, you're doing it. Have you because I know it's kind of been weird with the pandemic on live shows, but do you have anything planned as far as any live shows?
Any live shows? I was doing. I had a conversation with a virtual reality company. And it was a few years back, but we were supposed to do some. I might still tap into it. Like I said, I just don't like the social media and like the virtual. I just the virtual is cool, and I know we tapping into that world, but I'm more like, I like the physical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of doing this right here, I would prefer to sit in front of you.
Yes,
You know what
I
I
agree.
mean? So it's something I'm gonna tap into gradually, surely, but you know what I'm saying? It's really as I was saying, the dude that I had tapped into for the virtual reality show, it's supposed to be like a setup of maybe like I think it was like 15 cameras.
Right.
You know what I mean? On a certain stage, even though it was gonna be me performing live in front of people too. But those cameras were supposed to pick up everything. So they was like them new 360 cameras.
Right.
And what it does is it allows you to move throughout the venue anywhere where I'm at. You know what I mean? And be able to pay attention to it. So I was about to tap into that. I still am gonna tap into that. You know.
Wow, just until you can go live again, because the energy of like a live in person
Yeah.
show, it's incredible.
Well, I
It's
did something in
incredible.
New York too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a show in New York.
Okay.
It was a little underground joint. And that was crazy too though. Just being able to do that because I ain't did that in a minute. That was the first time I actually performed live in a nice little minute.
Wow.
So doing that though, like just getting the reactions from people and shit like that, and just because I grab people like either I'm gonna stare through you or I'm gonna stare into you.
Got
You know what I
you.
mean? So
Got you.
like I kind of got that from my people's Dion. Like I said, the multi-talented, faceted guy. That's my dude. But Dion, he's just telling me like, bro, I like the way you intimidate your crowd, bro. Like you gotta intimidate your crowd. He's telling me like, just keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? You intimidate your crowd. That way they know there ain't no fucking games when you up there.
Right.
Like you meant to be there. Ain't no timid looking away and trying to sing to the fucking clock over there. Like, nah, you finna get these lyrics, brother. You finna get these. You, my sister, you finna get these. Everybody finna get this work today. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, doing it live though, them lives is crazy. I think I'm about to start going back to opening mics too, just to humble myself a little bit. You know what I mean? Start
Yeah.
getting around some newer artists, some more too. Even though I felt like at a point in time I was like, man, I'm a little too good for the open mics, but nah. I think I'm gonna still start rocking with. I'm gonna start back rocking with them as soon as possible. You know what I mean? And get tapped back in because that was where a lot of my fan base was coming from too, as well. You know what I mean? Just other artists and dealing with people. I really like. I don't know, man. People sometimes I don't know if it's just a season for me or what. Like, you know what I mean? People just get on my nerves.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like I don't be wanting to be bothered with them. I think it's like for a certain season, and then I'll be back to normal.
And then you be back at it. You know.
I'll be back at it. Yeah.
But it be the introverts though that be coming out with like the craziest stuff though. It just seems.
Yeah. I don't know. I can rock with people. I can talk. I can have a conversation. Like we can go back and forth all day. It's just like sometimes I'll get to the point where I'm like, yo, like I ain't even trying to be around nobody. I just want to be to myself.
Right.
Like I mean nobody though. I don't care who it is. My kids. I don't care who you. A dog. A person. I don't want to be around nothing. You know what I mean? So I'll be going through those little spells and stuff like that, but. And it kind of sucks because when I go through that, when I'll be needing to be somewhere, you know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Right. We all have those moments, and sometimes we do just need those moments to ourselves. You know, believe it or not, whether we're parents or not, sometimes you got to take just that time just to deflect.
Right.
I think. Shoot. Sometimes I'm an introvert. I don't seem that way because I'll be everywhere, but sometimes I'm an introvert.
I know people that could just be around people and just be cool, just be. I don't know. I can't do it all the time, but I can do it. Yeah, I'm gonna get used to it. Though. I'm gonna be able to prepare myself for it. Though.
Right, especially as things are taking off even more. And it's funny how you said you'd rather be in front of me because eventually that is my goal for Activated to be doing, live, sitting with, my guest interviews. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, most definitely. I believe it. I believe it.
Have any other guests who were on, like you, anyone wants to come back on, be on. So it's going to get there.
Yeah. You can throw them throwbacks up, you know what I'm saying, to the videos and be like, look at them now. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Either you went to classy or you're trashy. What did you do? Did you upgrade in life or did you downgrade in life? Let's see what you got going on. Is you missing a tooth or you got a new smile? What you got shaking?
Hey, I'm speaking nothing but upgrades for
Nah,
everybody.
I'm
You
speaking.
know,
I'm speaking for
I
everybody, but
know,
it just don't work like that.
I know, I know.
Yeah,
I
they asked
know.
everybody in school what you want to be when you grow up, and nobody said a crackhead. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a few motherfucking crackheads out here. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Unfortunately.
nah, yeah, I definitely want to see nothing but upgrades though, for sure.
Definitely. And then for you, the final big, deep question, what legacy do you want to leave behind?
Man,
Yeah, I told you this is a deep one.
I don't want to try to sound too deep though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Nah,
they got them big questions. Like you gotta hit them with something hard. But
nah,
nah,
get
man.
real.
Yeah, I just want to be known for just keep going, man. Just a person that kept going. You know what I mean? And achieved his goals. I really ain't. My legacy is gonna live on through my babies for real, for real. You know what I mean? How they raise, how they walk around on this earth. I did my job if they, turn out to be good kids and great adults, you know what I'm saying, and do something with themselves. My legacy is gonna be passed on through them, really. Me doing what I'm doing right now, I don't see that being talked about forever. I feel like my kids is gonna be what's really talked about. And they're gonna know they had somebody that really pushed and teach them and taught them better and taught them good.
That's a good legacy.
Yeah.
Being a parent, hey, I feel that way too. So that's really dope.
Yeah, just being the best parent, man. It's a lot of parents out here, shitty parents, and it's parents that neglected certain things. Not to get too deep, but certain holidays and things that we need to teach our kids about, and certain real life shit that we need to be teaching our kids about that are overlooked. And I feel like my generation, the generation before me, kind of overlooked that. At least the family that I was around kind of overlooked certain things that should have been taught to me. You know what I'm saying? Explained to me. Not me asking the question. They should have been like, "Hey, listen here. This happened, and this is the outcome. This is what really happened. This is what they telling you happened." And you know what I mean? Like, I just, like I said, it's just a lot of things. I just want to be the best parent that I can possibly be, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, be an upstanding guy for these kids to be upstanding as well.
I love that. I really love that. That's dope. That's dope. And where can the people tap into you? Because I know I tapped into you, but people, where can people check you out?
I just feel like everybody, anything that they got, like, hey, listen, do yourself a favor. You know how you research some stuff that you really want to go look at or you really want to go listen to? Like, just type my name in Google. Like, I promise you, it's going to pop up. It's going to say musician, artist. Like, it's going to pop up all my social media. It's going to pop up videos. It's going to, like, Google is your best friend. Somebody told me that. Well, Google's your best friend. If you really want to answer and you really want to find me, type DRAE Singleton in Google.
Yeah,
it's there. You want the Twitter, it's there. You want the Instagram, it's there. You whatever outlet is best for you, it's there on Google. Promise you.
I love that. I say the same thing. By the way, I say the same thing.
People like to give excuses. Where can I find it, boy? If you don't ask Google, man, stop asking me that, man. You just wasted your time talking to me.
Right. Like, Google me.
Yeah, just Google the name, bro. Like, it's not that hard. I get it. Some people shit don't pop up, but I'm telling you right now, you Google my name, everything pop up, bro. Like, I ain't that new.
It does pop up. I can tell y'all it does pop up because I tap in. So it does pop up, everybody.
It's gonna pop up. It's gonna give you all of that. It's gonna give you everything about me besides my government. I don't think my government attached to it just yet, but it's gonna give you everything.
Google is your best friend.
Google is your best friend, and Google will tell you where you need to find me at. What best suits you though? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to tell you my Instagram, and some people don't even use Instagram.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to tell you my Twitter, and a lot of people don't even use Twitter no more. Just go ahead and Google me, man.
Right.
I'm Googleable.
You're Googleable.
Yeah, I'm Googleable.
Well, I can say this though. Speaking of Twitter, this show is streaming live on Twitter, on YouTube, on 3 Facebook pages, on Twitch, and on CertifiedNationEntertainment.com. So we streaming in a lot of places. So
yeah, that's big.
Whatever you utilize, you could be catching this. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it will be posted to the gram after we end the live too, everybody. So we're trying to spread this indie movement along.
Yeah. What's up, Mr. Reed in the comments, man? I see y'all, man.
Vernon Reed. I was about to say, like, what shout outs do you want to give? Because a lot of people are in here.
And anybody that came in and paid attention and took their time out of their day to rock with us for an hour, that's a lot of time out of a day of a hard working person, you know what I mean, that got a family and got things to do other than be here. So I greatly appreciate any and everybody that came in.
Wow, that's dope. And I gotta, I gotta piggyback off of that. I appreciate that too, because you could have been anywhere, but y'all came here and took the time,
Yeah, you're here with me.
Yep, we are here. And we, like I said, I was saying earlier, we got to end it with that Better Than Me, man, because that's just a perfect, deep, beautiful, closeout too.
Most definitely.
Before all that, I definitely want to salute everybody for tapping in. It's so many names, but y'all know I love you. Another dope episode of Let's Get Activated podcast. And, for you, humbly, DRAE Singleton coming on, talking with me, it's always humbling. It's an honor.
Yes. Thank you. It's a humbling experience as well.
Oh, I really appreciate it. So do you want to do any drop or anything for Better Than Me? So before,
man. If you a real parent, you're going to understand everything that come out of this right here. So go ahead, tap in. This is Better Than Me. Share it to the next person.
Most definitely, y'all. Again, this was another dope episode 51 of Let's Get Activated podcast. And then we about to sign off with Better Than Me. So make sure y'all still stay on to tap into that.
I'll let you.
I know how much my kids need me. Yeah. Hey, go ahead and give me a reason. I know how much my kids need me. Before you knock off my crown, your family will be out here grieving. My girl pray for my every move. She understand how the streets work. Don't wanna see me on the news or my face on a t-shirt. You niggas ain't got no reason not to be around your seedlings. I didn't have my daddy around, but I had a real man to teach me the right and the wrong. Teach me to stand on my own. Teach me to walk on my head up. Poke out your chest when you saying something. Be a leader, not a follower. Your brother swing on something, follow up. That ain't your friend if he tryna size you up. Everything that glitter ain't gold. Chase success, don't chase after hoes. Hey, told my son, be better than me. Don't be like me, do it better than me. You got an option, don't fuck with these streets. Some don't have an option, they stuck in the streets, boy. I know you gon' make mistakes. The streets ain't nowhere to play. Don't be throwing up no gang signs. I'll be damned if the streets gon' take mine. Daddy's smarter than he look. He wanted to go and be a crook. Fell in love with the streets, but the streets ain't love me back. Now I gotta pay the price. I was taking chances, shooting dice. Could be locked in the cell like my nigga Red. Locked in the cell for life. Gon' hit be better than me. You can do better than me. You gotta be better than me. Don't walk down my path. Be better than that.